De Zerbi loses his first game in charge of Tottenham Hotspur. Feel like calamity continues. Regardless of the manager, Tottenham Hotspur remains the same. Is this where, and realistically now, this one is not mathematics, this one is not permutation. Tottenham Hotspur right now is 18th on the table in the Premier League. They're officially in relegation position. This thing that we keep saying it will not happen, it will not happen, it will not happen. And I saw West Ham. West Ham looks rejuvenated. Castellanos, the striker they got in January, is getting goals.
Pablo is getting assists.
Exactly. Looks like they have things together. Not now for us also, regardless of the fact that they are still in the Europa Conference League or Europa League.
Europa Conference League, yeah.
It still looks like they are in more form. Tottenham looks, of the three, and this is where the worry is for me, of the three teams that are vying for that one position. If you ask me, both Wolves and Burnley are confirmed. Not mathematically, but realistically confirmed. I think 15 and 17 points. I don't think there's anything both of them will do. But then, the remaining one slot, of the three teams vying, it feels like Tottenham is the least informed team. They are the only ones that have not won a game, a Premier League game, in 2026.
Well, I think we can call it.
And this is April.
We can call it 4 teams because Leeds United are 33 points as well. Yeah, that's 3 points. They are 3 points ahead of.
So we have 4 teams vying.
We have 4 teams, yeah.
But still, but still, it still feels like Tottenham is the least informed team. There's none of those other 3 teams apart from Tottenham that have not at least won one game this season. Sorry, this year.
Yeah, honestly, the thing is, I'm a big De Zerbi fan, honestly, and when he got the job at Tottenham, I was really hoping that maybe they can spring a miracle against Sunderland. But then Sunderland themselves haven't won at home.
It was Stadium of Light.
Yeah, they've not won at home in 3 games. Yeah, so it just felt like they needed.
Maybe they could take advantage.
Yeah, and it just felt okay. Now they are playing against Sunderland at the Stadium of Light. Can they do better than they've been doing? Because if you look at them under De Zerbi, it didn't look like these players knew what they were doing under De Zerbi. It just felt like they were confused under De Zerbi. Under Igor Tudor. Even under Thomas Frank, they were not the Tottenham Hotspur that we knew from last season. Those Tottenham Hotspur that play the high line, you score them, they score you. It doesn't look like that Tottenham Hotspur that won the Europa League.
So how do they come back now? Unfortunately, I don't know if this is good news or bad news. Their next game will be at home against Brighton. Now, Brighton is De Zerbi's former team.
Yeah.
Their coach is De Zerbi's former assistant coach. I don't know if this helps, but also I saw Brighton play during the weekend, and if Tottenham Hotspur is not careful, Brighton will boss for Mole. So here comes the issue: which of these games will help Tottenham stay up?
Well,
can they actually stay up?
The thing is, it's no more in their hands right now. It's no more in their hands. If they win all their games and the other results don't go their way, they still get relegated.
And funny enough, they are not going to play any of their rivals anymore.
So I think the only team they play right now is Wolves.
No, I'm talking about the teams that are dragging they won't play Aston Villa. No, I said Aston Villa. They won't play West Ham. They won't play Nottingham Forest. They won't play Leeds.
No.
So there's no, I'll collect points from you. You go and win your game.
So they need to win all their games right now, and it's not in their hands. So for Tottenham Hotspur, they've not won at home in a very. I don't think they've won at home this season. They've not won at home this season. In 2026, they've not won at New Tottenham Hotspur in 2026, and they are playing against the Brighton side that they are not bad away from home, and they themselves they are trying to see if they can actually make European sport as well. So it's very, very dicey for Tottenham.
Will Tottenham Hotspur get relegated?
Oof. Right now, from where I'm sitting, honestly, I don't see them getting relegated.
Have you seen their run of games? They still play Brighton, they still play Aston Villa, they still play Wolves.
I still feel Leeds might be the one getting relegated.
Daniel Farke, well, I guess we'll find out. Let's talk about Real Madrid. What on earth? What the hell is wrong with that team?
I mean, when you sack Xabi Alonso and because you want to give the players...
I mean, it shouldn't have been this bad under Xabi Alonso.
It shouldn't have been this bad under Xabi Alonso. I think for Real Madrid...
So Perez threw away the season, practically halfway into it.
I think Perez jumped the gun.
Because I thought, honestly, when the initial statement came out, Xabi Alonso had been sacked, Abelua would take over interim. Honestly, I thought it was the kind of interim that
for a few games.
That Darren Fletcher took charge of Manchester United for a few games to find
a
suitable. But you sack a manager in January. They signed the manager like first 2-3 days of January. You sack a manager in January and you put a rookie, you put the entire season in charge in the hands of a rookie till the end of the season.
I think it's not.
It feels like this one is on Perez.
But to be honest, let's look at it. They've done something like that.
With Zidane, but that was just.
If you look at the likes of Zidane, look at the likes of Pep Guardiola. Pep Guardiola came from Barca B to Barcelona. After
Zidane came from Castilla.
Zidane came from Castilla to Barcelona. These guys didn't have prior first team experience.
So they were hoping that Abelua will also be.
It felt like they wanted a deja vu, or a deja vu from something like that to happen again. But it didn't happen because against Albacete they lost. I think
for that Copa del Rey.
Yeah, that Copa del Rey they lost, and it just feels like
from there on it was just downwards.
At one point they were on top of the La Liga. They were on top of La Liga. They were on top of Barcelona, and they capitulated. Barcelona now from 2 points to 4 points, from 4 points to 7, from 7 to 9 points. That shows you how bad Real Madrid have been how poor they've been this season. Because it just feels like Barcelona. It's been a long time. Barcelona have been coasting towards the La Liga title. You don't see Barcelona coast towards the La Liga title when Madrid are second on the table. I think it's only when Atletico Madrid are there that you can say okay they are coasting towards the title. But then Madrid are second and Barcelona are more like coasting towards the title. It's not done. I think for Madrid they showed themselves in the foot.
I guess we say congratulations to Real Madrid. Sorry, to Barcelona. La Liga locked in.
Yeah, definitely.
Now they've got to go after the Champions League. Now, maybe I should ask you. Well, we're not previewing Champions League yet, but then does this help them going to the Allianz Arena, knowing that in that game now lies their last chance of getting any kind of trophy this season?
Well,
because maybe if on the corner of their mind they're still thinking there's La Liga, maybe they will not leave everything on the line at the Allianz Arena. But now they know that there's no Tabishubo. La Liga is gone. So if you are not going trophyless for the second consecutive season, you've got to go to the Allianz Arena and overturn.
Yeah, for Real Madrid.
Does it offer clarity?
I think it offers clarity because this Real Madrid now they know that okay, La Liga is gone. I think they will be at the back of their mind. They'll tell themselves, look, La Liga is gone. Let's just focus on the Champions League. They are just losing 2-1. Champions League is still open. So they can go to Allianz Arena and turn to prime Real Madrid and get a result there.
And of course, maybe we should also say congratulations to Inter Milan. They practically went away to Como. It was difficult, but they did it. And they got a 4-3 win. I mean, at some point it was 3-2, at some point it was 4-2.
At some point they were losing 2-0.
2-0, yeah. They came from 2 goals down. But then, this could be the moment where they secured the Serie A title for the season.
Well, for Inter Milan, I was skeptical about Kibu when he first got the job. I was skeptical.
I mean, he was coming from Parma. He was a top manager.
But then I just feel the board they decided, okay, you know what, he might just be that guy, and they gave him the reins after the fact that they've lost to Napoli last season in when it comes to the
title race,
yeah. So right now he's doing very well, honestly.
And it feels like Lisandro Martinez came back from his injury at the very right time.
Yeah, I think they needed Lautaro Martinez.
And finally, the German Bundesliga. Well, Union Berlin fired their manager and broke record, became the first German Bundesliga team, if not the first top flight team, to appoint a woman as their head coach.
It's interesting because
I know, even though out there it's the first German Bundesliga. I cast my mouth back now, and I can't remember a top flight team. I'm talking about top 5 leagues in Europe, England, Spain, France, Italy, Germany. I can't remember any team in those leagues in the last 2, 3, 4 decades that have appointed a woman as manager. So they must be the first in the top flight leagues to appoint a woman as the head coach.
Yeah, I think it's very, very interesting because this same Union Berlin, they appointed her as assistant coach at some point. And when the manager got suspended, she took charge of 3 games, won 1, drew 1, and lost 1. So they were the first team to actually appoint a female as assistant head coach as well. And she took charge of Champions League games too. So it's not like they are new to something like that. So they definitely know that okay, she has been in the system. She understands Union Berlin, and she's going to be Union Berlin's female team head coach next season. And if you look at the former manager, the manager that got sacked, I think the major reason why they felt he should be going was because he lost to bottom of the table Heidenheim. 3-1. So they just felt, and they are fighting to stay in Bundesliga. So they just felt, nah, this is not the guy. They decided to appoint him.
Well, for Berlin players, I hope you have extra motivation, to go win your games now. I mean, when you look to the bench and you see a beautiful woman, why wouldn't you score goals? I mean, who would not score goals in such situations?